Hello, my name is Hector Rivas, and today I am going to show you how to start manipulating your Bezier path vector art curves. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and launch Illustrator. The last exercise we left off here. So give me a blank canvas. And then let's go to our drawing settings. White arrow, pen tool, fill none, stroke red, half a point. Remember, your half a point is up here. And again, I'm doing a 1 point just because it's easily viewed on your portal. When I use a half a point, the line is too thin. Now, we left off doing ovals like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, close. Okay, now, if you want to edit your curves, similar to the geometric shapes, if you hit Command, you get the white arrow. If you have the white arrow, you can click on a point and you can move your points like so. So I'm editing these curves. So I can edit them this way by moving my points, or I can also edit them instead of hitting Command. Now I'm going to hit Option, and I'm going to get this tool right here. That's interesting how the keyboard, oh, it's telling me that if I hit Option, I have all these other shortcuts on the keyboard. Okay, I get it. But look at your keyboard down here, and I'm hitting this one right here. I'm hitting Option. I'm hitting this key right there. Not the orange keys, but this key right there. So as I hit Option, look at what I can do. I can grab a handle, and I can move it. And this is going to tweak or adjust only this part of the geometry. Whatever this handle is manipulating, it's the one that is going to adjust. So in this case, this handle is manipulating the upper part of the curve, so it's not affecting anything else on the drawing, and I can modify it. So Command allows me to move my points, but Option allows me to move my handles. Okay, so select all, delete. Let's do an exercise here. Let's do a W, but let's just make it a geometric W like so. Kind of looks like the Wonder Woman logo here. Let's go ahead and hit Command to move our points and clean up this W here. Make it look interesting. Try to line up your points, make it look decent. Okay, so now we are going to convert this geometric W into a curvilinear W. So I'm going to hit Option on my keyboard, and I'm going to click on a point and drag. Now notice when I drag, handles come out, so I can manipulate my curves. There, I'm going to move this one. And as I hold Option, I can also hold Shift to keep my handles on the X-axis locked in. So I can do things like this. I'm going 1 point at a time, and I'm turning this geometric W into an organic W. You see, now we have soft curves instead of sharp points. So I'm going to select it using the black arrow tool. I'm going to scale it. I'm holding shift. I'll move it up here. I'm going to go ahead and copy it, paste it in front, Command F, move it down here. And what we can do now is we can play with the adjustments. We can grab points using the white arrow tool, and we can modify our curves. This is all going to come in handy as we are drawing character art, backgrounds. You never know what assignment you're going to get in the industry and what the art direction is going to be. And hopefully by doing these drills and these exercises, it's warming you up to get the skill set necessary to handle more complex pieces. Okay, so select all, delete. Let's go ahead and create white arrow pen tool, fill none, stroke red, and let's create this shape now. I'm going to create the letter S. But it's going to be like in a bubble letter. I guess it could be an S, or it could be some kind of worm-like creature. But I am going to bring my line work around like this. And I'm going to try to keep the same line weight. Or I guess geometric weight. You see, I try to keep it consistent. And that's how you get an S. But to make it perfect, or to make it as clean as you can, what I'm going to do is I'm going to implement holding shift. So that's point number 1. Point number 2, I'm holding shift and I'm dragging down. Point number 3, I'm holding shift and dragging down. And point number 4, shift and dragging down. Now I'm going to bring them back. So as I come around to create the other side of the S, I'm going to try to make them parallel to each other to get the same kind of curve replicated on the opposite side. So I'm going to reciprocate those. And the way I do it is I'm going to put it parallel to this point down here, and I'm going to hold shift and try to line up my handles to be similar to the ones on top, like this. That's point number 1. I see my point number 2 right here, so I'm going to go ahead and put it across the way, equidistant, and I'm going to hold shift as I pull on my handles to try to reciprocate the same weight in here. Then I'm going to go here and I'm going to hold shift again. Oops, I held shift too early. So first click and then hold shift. And then I'm going to go here, again right across from this point here, hold shift. And lastly, I'm going to go to my very first point, and again, watch this. I'm waiting for my pen to get that little circle that tells me it's going to be closed. Then I click, and then I hold shift to pull out my handle. Oops. Hold shift to pull out my handle, and I try to match my handle to be the same distance as the previous one, so I can get that nice clean arc right here. Okay, so if you have this, then your next exercise is to fill this whole canvas with a lot of worm-like creatures where you're controlling your handles and you're able to reciprocate by coming back and following the same path. This is what I want you to do. Just, even if you go outside the canvas, it's okay. The goal here is to become proficient at creating path. Now, notice here what happened here. It's very interesting. I overshot my handle. The handle's too long. So when I come here, it creates that curve. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit on the fly this handle. And you guys know how to manipulate that handle, because I'm going to hold Option, which is the shortcut from the previous lesson. And I'm going to grab this handle and bring it closer to it so I can see that now it's too short. So I'm going to go a little longer. And then I can create that curve that I'm looking for. See, now this is too long. You can see that this area right here is getting too tight. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this handle and bring it down to create that and close it. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a lot of curves, worm-like creatures. And then close them. Okay, so this concludes this curve handling and manipulating lesson. The next one is going to be how to edit and merge shapes together using the pen tool. Thank you for watching.